What is up, friends? My name is Regan Pompeo here with Phired Up, and this is one of our 5 minute interviews. I have my friend Jacob here from Florida Delta Chi. Jacob, could you introduce yourself real quick?
For sure. Thanks for having me, man. A little bit about myself. My name is Jacob. I'm a third year finance major here at the University of Florida. I'm originally from Long Island, New York, and I rushed Delta Chi my freshman fall, so that was fall 2021. Since then, I've served as our social chair, and then currently I am our rush chair. Just a little bit about our chapter. We were kicked off campus back in 2018. So Delta Chi came back to the UF campus in 2020. I joined a year later, and it's been a really rewarding experience building this chapter back up to what it is now.
Jacob, could you tell us a little more about like what the University of Florida looks like? What does, fraternity and sorority life look like? What does, the recruitment process look like at your university?
Yeah, sure. So here at UF, here in Gainesville, we're kind of your typical, your textbook SEC Greek life university. We have 26 fraternities, 18 sororities, these huge, sorority and fraternity houses. Our house is on Fraternity Row, which is on campus. So yeah, Greek life is really big here. The way that recruitment works here at UF, it's a pretty formal process. Um, our IFC basically blocks out a week for formal rush. Saturday, all these P&Ms who sign up, they get tours of the off-campus house. Sundays, they show them all the houses on campus, which we're part of. And then Monday through Friday, all the houses do you have open lunches, open dinners, and then the formal rush period is from 7 to 10 p.m. every night, Monday to Friday, and that's where fraternities are allowed to give out their bids. The P&Ms accept their bid during that window, and yeah, that's kind of how rush goes here at UF.
That's awesome, Jacob. Hey, this is like a kind of a post-game interview for you. You just finished your recruitment process, just crushed your goal. So could you just like tell me more like what happened? What did y'all do this fall? What did y'all do last spring, kind of leading up to this recruitment process?
A little bit of context. Um, this past spring rush, not only for Delta Chi, but for these UF frats as a whole, it was kind of a down semester. We had way less students sign up for rush than normal, and because of that, all the fraternities struggled. And we ended up only initiating 4 guys last spring when our goal was 12. So the pressure was definitely, it was on me, it was on the rest of the brothers to really have, a solid fall rush this time. And nationals, they gave us the goal of 30. They said, we want to see you guys, do something great, get 30 new members into your fraternity. So that was the number in my head going into this semester. The question was, how do we do this? So, I formed my rush committee, we're brainstorming, and we're like, all right, we think we should start recruiting in the fall. We think it's got to start, now, recruitment. The only issue with that is I wasn't in Gainesville this summer. I was over studying abroad in London. So I couldn't physically be here in Florida, doing these face-to-face, recruiting, right? I couldn't do that. So we had to find a way around it. And what we decided on is we were going to go through the UF class of 27 page, which I know most schools have something similar where all these incoming freshmen, guys and girls, they post a few pictures on themselves. You give a little caption talking about yourself. Maybe you're looking for a roommate. Maybe you're just looking for some new friends. But me and 4 of my rush committee guys, we spent the summer going through this account, and we pretty much reached out to every single incoming male freshman coming to UF this fall. But we didn't just reach out. We didn't do a cold text like, "Hi, my name's Jacob. I'm the Delta Chi Rush chair. Are you interested?" Because that's something we had tried in the past, and we saw it didn't really work too well. So the way we went about it this past summer is we pretty much just every time would open with, "Hey, like congrats on UF," or "Hey, like welcome to Gator Nation," something like that, where they don't know that you're trying to pitch your fraternity to them. And we would kind of just build these natural connections. Like we would kind of let the conversation just naturally go wherever it would. Maybe we're talking about dorms, maybe we're just talking about campus life, and then when it felt right, we would bring up the fraternity. We'd say like, "Oh, hey, like I'm a member of Delta Chi. We're gonna be having rush this fall. You should totally come out." That was kind of our summer strategy. Throughout the summer, we're putting all these guys on our contact list, and by the end of the summer, we had well over 100 PNMs who have expressed interest, and we know want to come through our house this fall for us. So I was really excited about that. I know that my other four guys who are helping me do the reaching out were also really excited. But we had to get the brothers to buy in because Rush is a team effort. We needed everyone to be bought in. So we get back to school, and this semester is like a week and a half period in between first day of classes and first day of formal rush. So we had this week and a half to do pre-rush events. And what I decided we were going to do is we're going to just hold these open house events at our house where, we're texting all our guys like, hey, we're having an open house. You should come through and meet the guys. No like super structured event, just different things going on at the house. Maybe some guys playing basketball, some guys playing pool, chilling, maybe in the living room, playing Xbox, whatever. But really just like free flowing natural events. And so our first one we had ended up being super successful. We had 30 PNMs come through the door. They seemed to really enjoy the event. Brothers saw how many guys were coming through. They all started to buy into this process, and then the next day we did another open house. There was a Don Tolliver concert at UF, and we were like, oh, this is the perfect opportunity to throw a post-concert event at our house. So we start spreading the word about that. We get 50 PNMs through the door that night, and at this point we're rolling. We see that these open houses are working, so we keep doing the open houses throughout that week leading up into formal rush. Guys are feeling good about it, but in the back of my mind I'm like, I don't know. I feel good. We've made a lot of good impressions on these guys, but I'm not sure how this is going to translate into formal rush because in the past for us, we've had fire pre-rush and then come formal rush. It's quiet. The house is empty. But luckily for us, that was not the case this year. Monday rolls around and it's just awesome. A ton of PNMs come through the house. We end Monday night with 12 acceptances. So we're already one day in, we're a third to our goal. Guys are super excited. We're looking forward to the rest of rush week, right? And then a hurricane decides it wants to come right through Gainesville. So that definitely threw a wrench into our plans. IFC lets us know Monday night that they're going to push rush week to that following Tuesday. So next Tuesday through next Friday is going to be the rest of rush week. Definitely ruined our plans a little bit, but I sat with my committee. I'm like, all right, how can we use this to our advantage? And we decided we were just going to have these informal rush events, keep doing what we've been doing throughout this kind of off week, and we'll just, see what happens, see where it takes us. So that Tuesday night, the weather was not really bad. Hurricane didn't hit us till Wednesday. So we had another open house type event that Tuesday night, really, really successful. That Thursday, our football team was playing in Utah. So it was an away game. We had a watch party at the house, another really successful event. All these PNMCs get fired up for the football team, and I think they really like that. And then over that weekend too, just like smaller things, having more guys come through the house, get a feel for our brotherhood. And then come Tuesday, it was just like Monday, another really, really great day of rush. We had a lot of cool guys come through. We finished Tuesday night with 26. So at this point, we're 4 away from our goal, and it's only Tuesday. So things were going well. We're at this point, we're thinking like, when do we stop? We only have 43 actives. We don't want more associate members and brothers. So we're having those types of discussions, which are obviously, these are good problems to have. We're feeling really good about it. Wednesday rolls around. We finished Wednesday with 36 acceptances, and we were able to close it down there. So guys were feeling great. We felt really good about it. We were able to take Thursday off, Friday off, just relax, hang out with our new guys, and it's been going good since.
One last question before we hop off. If you could give just like one piece of advice for fraternities, recruitment chairs, whatever, what would that be?
For all those rush chairs out there, I think the best piece of advice I could give to you is to really play to your brotherhood strengths. Something that I saw in our fraternity in the past is we would try all these different pre-rush events, whether we're playing football, we're playing poker, But it's not really showing the strength of our brotherhood, which is, the guys. And what we decided to do with these open houses where we're just hanging out, we're really showcasing the guys and the brotherhood that we have here. That was our strength, and that's what worked for us. But you guys know better than anyone what makes your brotherhood special, what your strength is. It's really just playing to that, making the events kind of revolve around that. Well, number one, make your brothers want to be there for Rush. Number two, have them be more engaged, not only with what's going on, but also the guys coming through these P&Ms, because they're doing something that you guys like to do, right? And I think if you just kind of structure your rush around that and have that mentality, you guys are all capable of seeing the same results as we had.
Yeah, it's huge when you allow your brothers to show up as their best selves. It's a huge win, man. And that's the best recruitment tools that we have is the relationships that we have with our brothers, and when they just feel natural. That's huge. Well, cool, Jacob. Thank you so much for hopping on this interview, and thank you guys for watching this interview. Man, I hope y'all have a great rest of your day and stay fired up.